Well, how you doing? It's Mr. DJ with a brand new video cam, Logitech video cam, and my face looks a little bit more red in this video. I think I've changed colors like a chameleon, gone from brown to red. How about that? Well, anyway, outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100. We're going to 1971 this time. Let me bring that up for you real quick. Billboard's Hot 100 of October 23rd, 1971. And let me go ahead and give you the top five hits since I've lost my place on here. The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down by Joan Baez at number five. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, produced by Snuff Garrett by Cher at number four. Yo Yo, written by Joe South by the Osmonds at number three. Superstar at number two by the Carpenters. And Maggie May, Rod Stewart's first massive hit back in 1971 at number one that week. And going all the way down to, I lost my place on this record. Lost my place. I'm about to go slow down this thing. God, dog, look at this. There's so many Lost 45s on here. I'm just about to cry. I can't cover all this. But here's a great, this is a fantastic pop bubblegum record. It's by the Messengers. That's the Way a Woman Is at number 62 that week of October 23rd, 1971 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was a minor hit in 1971. Catchy, infectious record, but it was just not a hit, not a big hit. The Messengers, they're from Minnesota. They formed back in 1962. They had an interesting history of constant lineup changes over the 60s. Started out as a high school band in 1962, five-man band. One of the original founders was Greg Jennings, a bass player. 3 years later, Greg Jennings reformed a band in Milwaukee. 1965, it was Marquette University, and this time they got a deal with Motown Records. They scored a few Motown hits. Now, this was after they did a remake of In the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. That got them a deal with Motown. They toured with the Supremes, had a few minor hits, but then the plot gets thicker. And by the way, they had a different lineup this time, too, somewhat different lineup. But the plot gets thicker. There was a DJ, I believe he was in Chicago, DJ in Chicago. He formed a group called Michael and the Messengers, and they put out a remake of Just Like Romeo and Juliet, which sounds a lot like the original Messengers. The sound was just on the spot. And well, the group broke up. The Messengers more or less broke up. But in 1968, they reformed again. One or two of the original group members in this reincarnation of the Messengers in 1968, and in 1971, that's when they came out with "That's the Way a Woman Is." That's a fantastic record. Got that jangling guitars. It's not a top 10 hit. I'll tell you that right. It's not really a top 10 hit. But this is a solid top 20, top 30 hit. A solid medium rotation record that you play after Maggie May or after American Pie, which was rising up on the charts, rising up in airplay at that time. It's just a fun record to listen to. But only got as high as number 62 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 9 weeks, but the song did better in Japan. It was a hit in Japan in 1971, and that's not all. It was revived. The record by the Messengers, That's the Way a Woman Is, it was revived by a sports drink commercial in Japan in 2005. How about that? My goodness. All right, well, here we go. This is the Messenger, That's the Way a Woman Is, off of Billboard's Hot 100 of October 23rd, 1971.